Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Okay, I'm gonna want to turn this down a bit. Okay, well, I'm gonna be playing this some more. First off, though, let me check something. I'm gonna want to move this over. Should I move it down here? But I'll have to sort of prefer perspective. I'm looking in the direction that the game is in, so oh my god. Whatever. Screw it. Does that work? Still off. Hold up. Skinny white boys. I mean, this. It's good enough. It's good enough. Resume game. I cannot remember what's going on. Scrying mask. Tips. Better see Simon again. Why? Okay, let's do that. This is really not a good game to like get unimmersed, like leave for a week and then.
There you go. Come on. Cute. Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
I have no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it. No, I don't do it so much. Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Oh, here?
No, at the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's where James lives. Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting.
So he knows James. What was I here to talk to him about? Is that it? I mean, I think I've... Maybe Emma? No? Is the game broken?
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself? Thank you. Probably be back later.
Weird.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Is this what he was talking about?
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Again, this feels like trespassing, but okay.
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is, but be interesting to see what he says about it. A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Weird, the game occasionally glitches the heck out.
Could you tell me what these are, please? I found them in the greenhouse.
Been snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Dabble a bit. Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Okay, now I have to go talk to everyone about these freaking leaves. Yeah, who will know?
A few more questions, if you don't
I
mind.
have to hold up. This is getting annoying.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
I can't mess with that at all, so we just quickly get rid of that stuff.
A couple more
I just
questions,
don't
if
wanna
that's
mess it
okay.
up for when I edit this later. Alright, packet of dried leaves.
Do you know what these are?
Yeah, that's right, Rebecca. What do you
Magic
know?
mint. Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic and legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure. Trip.
In what way? I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing
and
drugs. I know she
legal.
claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Me?
Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
Blah, 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 blah.
In what way? I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing
and
drugs. I know she
legal.
claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Me?
Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay
Blah,
pure.
blah, 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 blah.
In what way? I didn't
It's
expect
a
Rebecca
hallucinogenic
to know about growing
and
drugs. I know she
legal.
claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Me?
Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't even take.
Blah, blah, blah.
Didn't
It's a
expect Rebecca
hallucinogenic
to know about growing
and
drugs. I know she
legal.
claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure.
Me?
Blah, 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 blah.
No, I don't even take.
Blah, blah, blah. Salvia divinorum.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Salvia divinorum. It's a good name.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug. Ever tried it?
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
That's a sweeping statement.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Sorry, that's a sweeping statement. Forgot I have to make out.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Oh,
Salvia
yeah.
divinorum.
Magic mint. Same thing.
Oh yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. Ever tried it?
Well, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Everyone's completely sober all the time. I totally believe that. Who haven't we talked to? Wait, really?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
This?
You know what these are, by any chance?
No. Sorry. I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
You seem a bit pissed off about Rebecca. Is that because you're...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Hold up.
Thank you. Probably be back later. That's it for the time being. Thank you. Know what these are?
No.
Trying to find a contradiction.
Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
Really?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I don't believe you anymore, Simon. I want to, but, like, seriously, man.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just thought you might know.
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, have you?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant, a legal one, at least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need. As trite as that may sound.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
God.
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides, no one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
I have this bag of, like, weed that...
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I think the thing with this game is you have to find sweeping statements and then call people out on it. Have we checked this room? No? Okay. Time to go talk to James.
Ask about a few more things, please. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of salvia?
No.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Oh my god, this game. Better try the woods again.
Do you mind not defacing public property, please?
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
It means that you do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
No, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money? What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
Pathetic.
You're the one walking, mate. Whoa. That's some skill right there.
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree? Either he's a die-hard rock fan, or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Let me guess. Let's ask everyone if they've seen this symbol before. Still better try the woods. What's up with the woods, huh? No, we should have just talked to what's-his-face while we were there.
Couple more questions, if that's okay? If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay, thanks.
He got really triggered by that. It's okay, thanks.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. If I did, this, would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods, carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside the village? The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course. The three freedoms.
The what?
The three freedoms? It's from the course. It's a phrase. Free to be free. Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
Sounds like a cult.
Fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Guilt?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Alright, calm down. Calm down.
Right. Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
Holy shit. I mean, fair enough, I guess, right? Believe what you gotta believe, but... Holy shit.
We're just starting a session, do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
What is that sound? I swear to God, I hear a sound.
A few more questions, please.
That's definitely in-game.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
It's a devil's sign, isn't it? Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto. Well, we teach our students that people, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them. And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
When
Really?
did you come up with the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful, but he's not a creative man. Dad suffers from a lack of imagination.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
She's not gonna know anything, is she?
Ask you a couple more things, please. If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
I
No,
love how
no, it's
confident
okay.
He is. Would that mean anything to you? Huh? Did that? Huh? I can barely do it. Jesus Christ.
Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong.
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Thank you. Probably be back later. A few more questions, if you don't mind. Ever hear the phrase free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter. If I did that, would it mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Have you ever seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Cool.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Thanks. Fun. Wait, what? They're links. If I hold this down, it gives me a friggin'... Oh, can you not see that? Oh, if I drag away, that like shows up a file. Whatever. It's a game, you know. I'll give them that. But that's funny.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Shout out to the G from the A.
Do you know the phrase free to be free?
Do you?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong. I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Well, you're wrong about that. Sadly.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
I know. I like Simon as well, but he's a bit of a follower more than a leader. Better try the woods again. What? Wait. Does it say anything else? No. The heck? What's in the woods? Is the game bugged? Is that it? Here we go.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
So it is
I'm investigating a death
PI.
in the village.
That student, then. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. Bunch of nut jobs.
Hey,
another
what was the
one.
student's name?
Liam... something? Oh, sod.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station, find out a bit more about this Liam.
Hello, DCI Jones speaking.
Mike, it's Jenks.
Ah, Jenks, I thought you clocked off tonight.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both on Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Right, well, good luck with that and see you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
They were both murdered. Lol, lol, lol. I'm gonna grab a drink. the windows down. Sometimes I'm getting used to. Wow, wow, bow,
A couple more questions, if that's okay. Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew about Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
No.
Wait, what? Wasn't he in Atlas? Oh, wait. Wait, I think I'm remembering wrong. Oh, God. Discussed the course. Hasn't discussed it. Saw a poster at college. Maybe it wasn't him that was at Atlas. Wait, his degree's in plants. He doesn't know anything about plants. I'm such an idiot. Oh, God.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
Well, still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
And that's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one?
I'm getting back into the groove.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew?
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else? Did you give it to anybody else? How many people did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
Boom.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it. But that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably weren't helped by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
He didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
Going off now.
Fine,
He's telling
tell
us
me
everything.
then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall. And I got rid of them single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start again. They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look. They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this brainwashing program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
What for?
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into perfect slaves. You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give a damn.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They were all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
Found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you could tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in the 50s. It's all documented, you can read about it. They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah.
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
Maybe, but it was the flyers that forced them to close.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Well, that was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
I thought he said he didn't meet Liam. Oh.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
That was too much. That was too much. What the frick just happened? Let's go talk to everyone about Third Eye. What up? I'm back.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
Oh my god. Thanks. Played in a band called Blackstone. Yep. Ha ha ha. All that
that's it for the time being. Thank you.
I do kind of like how it gives you random information though, because it throws you off. And it's realistic, I guess.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
What do you know about? Yeah, this.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
No.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Thanks.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
Wait, what? He thinks we're all bugs?
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Incredible. I think he's onto something with that last point, though.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? A Third Eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
Third Eye,
No,
not Three
sorry.
Eyes. Idiot.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his wife.
Oh, that Liam! Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
Stop being so suspicious.
That's all
Simon.
for the moment.
God
Thank
damn
you.
It. I believed in you. What? There's something I haven't asked for Becca?
Just a few more
Seriously?
questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quote me on that.
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
Is that the Illuminati symbol?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Goddamn. You know who I am. Goddamn, I'm just being who I am. From this weird ass little kid to this ballin' ass girl man. Yo.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Is this Paul or is this Ryan?
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed very unfortunate sin?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
Now that's gotta be a contradiction, right? Because he said specifically... Freaking, I thought I had this before, but I feel like I have it now. Where's the freaking... Used to read about satanic rituals, but doesn't recognize any of the... Maybe? Is it not the same thing? Kinda? No? Okay.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Goddamn, I'm just being who I am. I should probably call the chief, because this is a terrible plan. Oh my god.
Tell me something interesting, Jenks.
Got some more news for you, sir. James Wilson has been telling me all about a cult called Third Eye. Used to be based in the village. According to James, they are brainwashing people using ECT machines and drugs, then selling them to politicians for profit. Slave trading.
What? I don't believe this.
James says Liam was killed because he was threatening to expose them. He made a flyer, which he claims led them to closing down. I suppose it's difficult to know how much to believe.
I don't think it's that difficult, Jenks. I wouldn't believe any of it. This guy sounds like he smoked one too many of those salvia bottons to me.
I suppose that is entirely possible. Some of what he said did remind me of Atlas, though, I have to say.
Well, have you asked him about this Ryan Ran?
He says he's never seen the flyer.
Well, make sure he isn't telling you porkies, Jenks. Get yourself a stiff drink as well.
Yes, Chief.
You're gonna need it, sounds of it. Bye.
I don't drink on the job, sir. Thank you. 1 second. Nah, I'm not going all the way through with it. Okay, there must be a contradiction somewhere. But with whom? It's probably with Ryan. Is it Ryan or is it Paul? There's two of them. One of them has a name, and the other one does too. Paul.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
It must be with the doesn't recognize the symbols. It really seems like the satanic fingers.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
There must be a contradiction somewhere.
Few more questions, please.
Yes. There must be a contradiction, Master.
Thank you. Probably be back later. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Friggin' must be with Paul, right? Paul? Ryan? What is it?
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Sherbert that this is. Is this not a contradiction?
Be back later on, if that's okay. A few more questions, if you don't mind. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Maybe it's with Simon. Oh, it's too late for this type of game. No.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. That's it for the time being. Thank you.
So yeah.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I'm so lost.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
How do I cheat? Yeah, it's with Ryan. It's with Ryan. We're gonna hound this mother treffer. Hey, Ryan. I'm about to slap that ass, boy. Bring that
Couple
ass
more
here,
questions,
boy.
if that's okay.
Okay. Third eye. Doesn't remember seeing the fire. Looks like doesn't know anything about plants, suggested Rebecca. Used to have Black Mirror himself, used to read Black... doesn't believe anything supernatural now. Photo frames. Poster designed by an agency. It was the first poster for Atlas. Atlas name pick randomly. Mask made by a friend who died. Wait, hold up. Mask made by a friend who died last year. No. Symbol not used on course. Symbol on mask represents the triple goddess. The symbol is freaking on the poster. That must be it. Aha!
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, I do remember that.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something. That's all for the moment. Thank you.
No, that's not what I want to do. I'm dumb. Dumb. Change it. Rearrange it. And I'm Bible. And it's we love.
Tell me what you know, Jenks.
I'm a bit lost for ideas at the moment, to be honest, sir.
Anything else happened?
Not really. Did I mention the student in the woods?
No.
A rather obnoxious student carving a devil sign into a tree. Turned out Atlas used the symbol. Simon Thompson explained it. It's to do with a phrase they use on the course, the 3 freedoms. Ryan said he came up with it.
The 3 what?
The 3 freedoms. It's about getting rid of your past, or something.
Sounds as daft as that stuff James Wilson was going on about. Have you found out any more about that?
No, not really.
Well, do a bit of research. Find out what you can about this cult. Who ran it, where they were based. Find out what Ryan Rand knows about it, particularly.
Okay, Chief, I'll call later.
Righto.
Alright. Let's do that.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Aha. According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
That's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
Oh, he's nervous now.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name.
What?
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
And you ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated and cleared up.
You've been investigated about his death?
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice. It was an end to it.
You had to change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end to it. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down, buy a new place, rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas?
As Atlas.
And it worked?
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing?
I'm afraid that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions. Why don't you come along and see for yourself? The course starts in 15 minutes. Excuse me, Inspector. Hello. I can't come back now. Well, you have my car at the moment. All right. All right. See you later. That was Dad. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me. To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination. He does, however, believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan! In here. Just coming. He's through here.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I am investigating a death in the village. I believe you knew Kate Vine.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big mad. You do now.
Father.
You must forgive my son, Inspector. He still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So what do you want to know?
Well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk? Ryan, would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the centre. I have one or two things to prepare. Call me if you need me, Dad.
You may begin, Mr. Holmes, although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No, that's as is. But if you want my opinion, I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, fire away.
Okay, thank you. Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this family, and I wonder what they got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Oh my god. Okay, well, let's start from the beginning.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. But the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped down to the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving licence.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Is that tape on the freaking...
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
No.
I stole a screwdriver.
Have you seen this before?
Looks familiar. Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
I didn't have one with me, unfortunately.
Well, don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Oh my god, Jenks. You're letting this guy freaking eat you up.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Emma?
Which student?
I've no idea.
Emma? Why is that doubtful?
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine. Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Do you not like Simon?
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
Interesting.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
Strange question for a strange man.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior. Would probably marry a millionaire and then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control. like wire. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
What the heck is wrong with you, bro? Calm down.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector.
Oh, God, you're so
I have no
boring.
enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
You have no enthusiasm.
And you've
full
never
stop.
seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly. We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug. Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Interesting.
If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause. Cute, really. Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
Oh, it's usually a fine.
All right. What about defiling public liberty? Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second. The problem with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
I don't like you very much, I'll be honest. Not very much.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs. All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril. I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted. Would you mind closing the door?
So, you believe that guilt has no place in business?
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector, but that's one of them.
And what if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
Nah. Jesus Christ.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
I believe he had problems at home.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think?
Yeah.
Drinking, depression. Is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked, sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
Don't smile about that, you twat. There we go, at the seminar. Now, what were you saying about
So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Oh, he's a rapper.
Well,
If you don't allow drugs or whiskey on
we
the site,
did give
why
him
was Liam
various
drinking
warnings. Did try to stop him, but
whiskey that night?
didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules.
Oh,
If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
What do you know about this?
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister
James
for propaganda. I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
Oh. These things happen.
Was it your idea?
Stop
The
smiling
suicide?
about suicide.
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. Yeah. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
And third eye was the same as Atlas, teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
That's a good point. We should go and
Be
get
back
some
later on,
chicken.
if that's okay. I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight. So the kitchen must be down the corridor there, if what Paul said is true.
Oh, sweet. We get to explore.
Interesting. Well, there's a TV right there with a DVD player. I don't think anyone will mind if I have a quick look at this.
Does that say XXX on it? my god. I think someone has a... I think I've just... If I take this, I'm ruining someone's afternoon. The frick?
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness.
Turn that stuff off, Jenks. It's terrible. Terrible lies and slander. That's what that is. It smells like Thai food in my room. Oh wait. Should probably ask Ryan about the shizzle whizzle. Oh yeah, they were having one of their...
Let yourself go. Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
That's Simon.
Please, leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Leave.
Okay.
Oh my god. What the heck is going on? What was that? Wait, wasn't there a, Does this go to a car, potentially? Oh, god.
So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
One second. Bathroom break. Alright, well I think I'm gonna not end, but finish up because people are starting to head for bed in my house, so I should be considerate, you know?
Ask you a couple more things, please. Have you seen this before?
I'll talk to Simon
No.
and Emma and be done.
Don't think so.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think, was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Aha.
That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem? I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
God damn it, Emma.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Have you seen this before?
No. No, sorry.
Great.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah. It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind, you know.
So you hypnotise yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this. Thank you. Probably be back later. Thank you. Probably be back later.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
Interesting.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
James said something about meditation with drugs. But they don't allow drugs in Atlas, so it can't be the same thing.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
No.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay. Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis?
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. Then you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, you come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is.
Oh my god.
A journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Oh my god.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Hold up. Let's talk to this much after. I know I said I was gonna
Ask about a few more things, please.
I should really go.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
wrote down Paul about devil meditation. That's what we want to talk to him about. I don't know if you heard me then. I said I wrote down Paul about devil meditation. Well, it's off the notepad now, but that's on my computer. Anyway, I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on geeking on. I love you. Bye.